I got to fade you here. I really like the Falcons plus 4.5. I got to take the Rams -1 at -105. Yeah, I'm taking that. You got to go with the Ravens, man. You can't doubt Lamar. You got to go with Action Jackson. I mean, he's just too fun to watch. But I think I got to lay the points with Seattle and go with that -4.
And I just want to congratulate Mark Saavedra. He went 4-0 against the spread from our picks on our show last week. Mark, how did it feel with your picks being so hot?
It was business as usual, Thomas. This is what I expect, all right? When the NFL season is here, this is what I expect. Week 1 was weird. Like we said a million times, shortened off season, yada, yada, yada. Once I was able to get a read of each team, I'm confident I can go 4-0. So that's that. However, I will say that when I looked at the schedule preseason, I thought this was going to be one of the hardest, speaking about week 3 now, looking ahead, one of the hardest gambling weeks for the public. And after all the injuries we saw last week, it gets that much harder. So, Thomas, let's start with the Texans and Steelers. Neither one of these teams suffered any significant injuries, thank goodness. So, steady here. We have a good read of each team so far. Steelers are favored by 4 here. How are you feeling about this one at Heinz Field?
Well, I see your Steeler pennant in the back, and I actually got a terrible towel of my own, so I got to go with the Steelers against the spread. Give me those 4, or I'm laying those 4 points. The Texans have been so terrible this year, giving up double digits losses in each of their first 2 games. They're 0-2 against the spread, man. I like your Steelers.
You know, this is one that lead defense and Ben throwing for 300 yards. You would think that I'm hammering that -4, but I'm fading the Steelers. I think that Ben's going to be exposed this week. People were saying, oh, he's the Ben of old and this and that. These big plays that he's getting are just barely getting by the defense. They're not good throws. He's not really throwing his receivers open very well. He's just got pretty good receivers who can catch and make spectacular plays. But I got to take the Texans' money line here. I'm not even messing with the spread. I'm going to take that plus, 170? Yeah, I'm taking that money line for the Texans. I hate Bill O'Brien. I don't like how they've been looking, but they're going to get it right eventually, and I think this is the game where they do it. I think J.J. Watt is going to get after Ben. Ben's going to be rattled, and I don't think we're going to have an answer for that defense.
The Texans are a sinking ship, and I'm jumping off. I jumped off after the first week when I picked them against I picked them against the spread against the Chiefs. Man, I'm done with this team. The Steelers are second in the league in sacks this year. They had 7 against Denver last week. I know they had a couple different quarterbacks, but this team is going to get after Deshaun Watson, and he's been running for his life to start the season, and he's going to be running for his life this Sunday.
I think he will be scrambling, but sometimes that's where he succeeds. And now that he's got 2 games under his belt, that could be that little bit of warming up that he needed. This could be a game where he gets hot. I think it is a game where he gets hot. Look out for Deshaun Watson. If you got him in your fantasy leagues, start him. I'm hammering that plus 170. It's hard to bet against the Steelers. And I'm proud of you because you did say after they burned you, I'm never betting on this team again. So you're a man of your word. You stuck to it. So you got to go with the -4, but I'm fading you here, man. Got to.
You're also saying, yeah, start him in fantasy. Yeah, of course he's going to get those points at the end of the game when it doesn't matter. When the game's on the line and this game matters, he's not going to show up. He's going to be scrambling. TJ Watt's going to be out there. Everybody, Bud Dupree is going to be crushing this guy. Good luck.
Listen, man, I'm a Steelers fan, so I'm going to be rooting for them. But at the end of the day, I got to bet with my wallet, not my heart. I got to take the Texans plus 170. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I got to fade you here. And when I faded you last week, it went pretty well. So I think I'm gonna ride this hot hand and take that plus 170, man. Sprinkle that juice.
Hey, I know you had a good weekend against the spread, but who got all the money line picks compared to you? I did. I went 14-2. You went what? 10, 11, and
11 and 5.
Yeah, whatever.
Where's the money at? The money's really against the spreads, so I'll take that instead. I don't know. That's that. And here's another one that, like I said on the first pick, not messing with the spread. We've got the Rams at Buffalo. Thomas, the Bills are 2-point favorites here. How you feeling about this one?
besides Russell Wilson, Josh Allen has been the best quarterback in the league, I think. Maybe right behind Aaron Rodgers. He has been on fire with Stephon Diggs. Getting him from the Vikings was huge. Diggs has looked great. And John Brown, Cole Beasley, this defense is still as good as it was last year, man. I'm laying that small 2 points, and I'm taking the Bills, man.
Again, fading you. The Bills have played the Jets and the Dolphins, which, granted, for their season, those wins do hold some weight because they're division games. But it's the Dolphins and the Jets. I'm not that impressed with Josh Allen blowing out the Dolphins and the Jets. And he didn't even blow out the Dolphins. I mean, it was kind of getting closer in the fourth quarter. It was looking a little, like the Dolphins had a chance. So he's not even putting away like these bad teams. I'm taking the Rams money line plus 110. And on the flip side, the Rams haven't really played two teams that have looked impressive in the Cowboys and Eagles. They haven't looked very good. But the Rams defense is looking good. The Rams D-line is looking good. Jalen Ramsey's looking good. And that's what I trust. I trust that defense. I trust Sean McVay's genius to work his quarterback and work his offense, get him into a rhythm early, just like he did last week. He's doing these little dinks and dunks and screens, and he's going to keep doing that until the team stops him. And I don't think this is going to be the team to stop him, although the Bills have an excellent defense. Taking that Rams money line plus 110, not touching the spread again.
So you're like Eminem and 8 Mile. You're just taking everything that I could say and use it against me, where you're saying that the Rams haven't played anybody. So now I have no argument because you've used that. So I have nothing to say.
But
Thanks.
my point is that neither one of these teams have had a certain level of competition, but everyone's hyping up the Bills, and like they're in the top 10 in power rankings, and in some power rankings are top 5. I think this is a game where they get exposed. I think there's a couple games this week where teams are going to get exposed. I think this is one of those. The Rams are looking like they're going back to the form of what we saw in 2018 and whatnot, and I think that's where they're going to continue to trend. The Bills are going to get exposed. I don't think it's going to be a murder, a bloodbath, anything like that. It's going to be a close game. I think Rams are going to win between 4 to 6 points if you want to take that prop bet. And, yeah, I think, like I said, Bills get exposed here.
I think I'm still skeptical about the Rams. They burned me last week when I picked the Eagles. The Eagles are dead to me too now. But the Rams, I'm just so skeptical of Jared Goff. I never know what to expect with him. And I just have to go with the better defense and the hot quarterback. I'm going with the hot quarterback. And another hot quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, going into New Orleans. This is a 3-point spread in the New Orleans Saints favorite. Who do you like in this game?
Aaron Rodgers is an underdog. Are you kidding me? Slam that plus 145. Again, 3 games in a row, not touching the spread. Going money line. I'm feeling juicy this week. I'm loving the underdogs. Got to go with Aaron Rodgers. I love what I've been seeing out of this team. The question is, what are we going to see out of this run defense? But they saw how Drew Brees struggled. So I think they're going to be able to stack the box or at least blitz a good amount of the time, pressure Drew Brees, get after Alvin Kamara. And, man, I'm not impressed with what I saw from Drew Brees. He's supposed to be this 5 to 7 yard god. He's supposed to be super accurate, and he looked miserable in Las Vegas. I don't know if he went partying out, the weekend or what. Looks like without Michael Thomas, he's struggling a lot. Thomas, how you feeling about this one?
I'm on the same side with you on this one. I know me and you both took the Raiders last week. Money line against the spread, any of that. We were all over that last Tuesday. And hey, we're not only betting on these games that we preview, we bet on every game. So if you guys have questions, DM us. We're betting on all these games. We don't just pick 4 games to bet on. We bet on all this stuff. So anyways, Drew Brees looked shot like we said he did the week before. He's got no arm strength, I feel like, anymore. And his accuracy, like you said, isn't there. And if it wasn't for Alvin Kamara being able to take a 2-yard dunk route, 25 yards, this guy wouldn't be anything. He's just a dink and dunker with no arm strength anymore. And Aaron Rodgers has been on fire. Not to mention Aaron Jones is leading the NFL in rushing. This is the number 1 offense in the NFL. And they're an underdog. Aaron Rodgers is as an underdog. I'm taking that all day against a shot-out Drew Brees.
Yeah, and I think everyone's stressing Michael Thomas a little bit too much. I think even with Michael Thomas around, I still would take this Packers team. I would love to see him around because then it'd probably be like plus 155. But I think this is going to be a really down year for New Orleans. Watch out for the Bucks, man. They might be able to creep up and steal this division. So they're still in plus money to win that division. If you like, your future bets, I'd look at that because the Saints are looking rough. Alvin Kamara's not looking rough. He's looking really good. I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from him, but he can't do it alone. However, like I said, the Packers do have a rough and spotty run defense. But like I said, since Drew Brees is struggling, he can't push the ball down the field. I think you're going to be able to play close, maybe one safety high, and just stack the box and hopefully get after Kamara and Brees. We'll see how that one goes.
Another one of these primetime games we have this week is the Kansas City Chiefs at Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are a 3-point favorite. Who do you like here, Mark?
Said it last week. I'm going to say it again this week. Got to roll with Action Jackson. Come on. I love Patrick Mahomes, but I think from what we've seen the small sample size of 2 weeks, I like this Ravens team better than this Chiefs team. They seem damn near flawless to me. I got to go with the Ravens. I'm not going to mess with the spread again this week. I'm not messing with any spreads. I'm just going to take that minus 180 money line because it could be a 2-point win. I don't think the Ravens are going to blow them out, but got to go with Action Jackson.
I didn't know we were just allowed to go with the money line. If I knew that, I would have been doing that way earlier. I wouldn't have lost my bet last week with the Falcons and Cowboys. Cowboys didn't end up, but they won. So I guess I can take the points here because I'm not going with the favorite. So I like the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson's 0-2 head-to-head against Patrick Mahomes. These teams are both really good. I think having Justin Herbert start that game kind of threw them off. They weren't expecting it. There's no tape of this guy. This guy hasn't played in a real game in the NFL ever. So Chiefs had no tape on this guy unless you're watching NFL Hard Knocks on HBO. It's the only tape that I think anybody's seen of the guy. But yeah, I just have to go with the Chiefs. I think that was just like a blunder last week. Ravens have looked so good, but I think I got to go with the better coach and the better quarterback in this case, and I'm going the Chiefs as the underdog.
I can't disagree with you there. They definitely have, advantage coach, advantage quarterback, but advantage run game advantage Ravens. Whatever. Ravens have the run advantage here. I can't really talk right now, but man, they pull out Gus Edwards. I forgot that guy was even on the roster. He averaged 7 yards a carry last week. They know how to run the football. They could put anyone back there. They could put in the rookie. They could put in the old legs. They could put in somewhere in between her and Gus Edwards. It doesn't matter. They can use anyone. They run the ball well. Lamar can run the ball. His down the field accuracy is looking remarkable so far. Early, again, small sample size. But he's looking really good. And I don't think he's going to have an MVP season, but he'll get more MVP votes than Patrick Mahomes this season. This is Lamar's season. Yep. And I think, like I said, this is my pick for the AFC, man. I got to go with the Ravens here.
Hey, man, agree to disagree, but I know we like to go best bet, favorite underdog. We're always talking about this. Best bet, my best bet last week was the Seattle Seahawks covering that 4-point spread, and they covered. And my best bet this week are your Steelers, man. I got to bring out the towel again, the terrible towel. How do you guys wave this? I've never really done it. Is it like this or whatever? It's like this. It's like this. Oh, yeah. I'm waving that terrible towel this week. They're going to blow out the Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson is going to be running for his life.
Well, I already said how I felt about that one. I'm fading you there. My best bet this week is Aaron Rodgers and those Packers at plus 145. I think this is just too easy with a team that has been firing on all cylinders and then going against a Saints team that looks weak. I don't know. I got to go with this Packers money line plus 145. My best bet last week wasn't good. It was the Vikings. Yikes. Never betting on them again. But I hope to get back after it this week. Hopefully I get back to 500.
Yeah, we both fell for that trap of the Vikings money line. That was my best underdog pick. And my favorite underdog pick this week are the Packers, which are your best bet. I love this. The number one offense as a underdog going into New Orleans that just coming off a short week, losing to the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr. Man, give me the Packers.
And on that, I mean, they couldn't really stop Josh Jacobs. So the Packers have a good amount of running backs themselves that they can use. Aaron Jones, like you said, leading the league. So hammer that Packers money line. This is a consensus pick for the show. And my favorite underdog this week, I gotta go with the Texans money line. People tell me what kind of fan are you, but like I said, I'm not betting with my heart, betting with my wallet. Gotta take Texans money line plus 170. I think this is the week where they finally get something right. I think Bill O'Brien's starting to coach for, not only his pride, but his job. I mean, this is, it's getting ugly for this guy. So gotta take Texans money line plus 170.
And thanks for watching another episode of Action Talk. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Action Talk Bets. And don't forget to like and subscribe below.